It's a battle of time. When a man sees his family only 2 times a year because he gave his time to something, that is not the will of God. But then, because that is the way the economy was manipulated, so Satan uses money. Is it okay if I bring out some money? Look up. Some of you are already awake right now. Money. Now, it doesn't mean you are bad. Tonight's service is a real deliverance service. Look up, please. This thing you see has carried people from one location to the other. What an armed robber could not do to you. Money. You literally follow it to another state. People have followed this into holes to mine gold. People have followed this into the air. People have followed this everywhere. People have lied for this, changed their date of birth for this, rejected their parents for this, denied Jesus for this, turned to become preachers of lies for this, married many women for this, and left the ones they have for this. This has made many people to marry people who are not the will of God. Look up. This has made people to hang themselves on a tree and die. Armed robbers, right now, someone is planning to rob by 12. This is it. The same energy it takes to be hardworking, the same energy it takes to steal. This is what the guy is looking for. He will jump someone's fence because of this. No bank invites you to come to that building just because this is kept there. You leave your house and walk, and the distance is not a problem. The queue is a little issue. An ATM that does not have posters for invitation will force you to visit it every day because this is inside. And you must honor that ATM with the honor you cannot even give God. You stand with absolute respect. When you slot your card, you honor it because it's bringing this out. There are some of you who would have been educated, but this stopped you. Not Satan, this. There are some of you today who would never be in certain predicaments, but this stopped you. There are some of you who are doing 3, 4 jobs. Don't feel bad. This is a conference. This is what you are looking for. There are some of you who are in your 20s and 30s, but you look like 50. This made you so. Harmless. Has no voice. Doesn't speak. Doesn't have a chain. But is worse than an armed robber. Doesn't have a chain, yet it can tie you down. A woman you love all your life, it can come between two of you. And as light as it is, it has the power to separate you. If all you think we're talking about is money, you are joking. If all you think we're talking about is real estate and all of this, now those things are wonderful. We have a business session tomorrow. But let me tell you, this is the understanding that must be corrected. It's not called Wealth Summit. It's called Kingdom Wealth Summit. The first word there is kingdom. You must understand the government and the system you are under and the motivation behind how Satan behaves. I preached the gospel many years ago. Signs and wonders. But this was going to take me to the cell. This. Because I could not afford to pay the sound people. Where was the power that healed the sick? Couldn't it bring this? How can I finish a crusade and minister to people, and I'm calling upon the name of the Lord and I'm about to be locked because of this? Listen, if you don't pay attention to what you are learning in this summit, I guarantee you, you will pay the price. It is true. The days that we live in are not days where you just ignore this. No. There are certain truths when you don't know, you will pay for it. Many people have sold their soul to the devil because of this. Listen to me. You ask many wealthy people who do not love God. If they are open, they will tell you that they continue to rise based on their fraternity with a system that is antichrist, and their covenants and ordinances with dark powers. Anybody who has worked with multimillionaires will tell you. Don't allow the intelligence and the business prowess to fool you. Behind all of that paraphernalia is a deep-rooted covenant with dark powers to ensure sustainability. Babylon is a goddess that sits upon a horse and is also a harlot that is searching for men, and that you can carry out harlotry with her, and part of the many benefits she will give you is money. So when you now decide that you want to rise and not fraternize with Babylon, then you are in trouble. Are we together? Let me show you something that will bless you. Revelations chapter 19. Blessed be the name of the Lord, who brings light to us. 18. Is it projected? Are we going to have it projected? Okay, beautiful. 18. No, Revelation chapter 18. I'll just give you the verses and then you'll move there. We'll read a few verses. This is the fall of Babylon in prophecy. Babylon as a system. Are we ready? We'll read verse 2 and verse 3 and verse 4. And then we will go to verse 9. And then eventually we will end in verse 13. The media, I'm sure you have that. Okay? 1 to read. Everyone is projected. Let's read together. 1 to read. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Read verse 3 with understanding. And the kings of the earth have done what? Committed fornication with her. Read the next verse. And the merchants of the earth, how did they become rich? Are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Stop there. This is the secret behind the wealth of the heathen. That behind all those business ventures you see, there is a fraternity. Their fornication with this goddess called Babylon. And that in exchange for their harlotry with her, they received many things. Go to verse 9, please. Verse 9. We're reading from verse 9 to 13. Let's read together. 1 to read. And the kings of the earth, who have committed what? Fornication, and live deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament her, for they shall see the smoke of her burning. Read up. We're reading to 13. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. 11. Stop. Who are those who will cry? Not the inhabitants of the earth, the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. Why? For no man buyeth her merchandise. She's a harlot. She's a businesswoman. Let's see what she sells. Verse 2. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones. Read on. And pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and cyan wood and all manner of vessels of ivory. Read on. And all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and of iron and of marble. 13. Read on. And cinnamon and odors and ointment. She sells anointing. And wine and oil and flour and wheat. Read on. And beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves. What does she sell else? What a businesswoman that will sell anything, including the souls of men. Where did she get the souls? The ones who came to exchange their souls for money. What shall it profit a man if he gains? They lost their souls to her and gained the world. That's how she got those souls. Are we together now? So the economy of darkness is lose your soul while you prosper. If you are willing to subscribe to that technology, then here you go. You can rise without God and be blessed. You can be a millionaire and a billionaire and you can continue. So here's what the apostle says. Beloved, I wish above all things that ye prosper and be in good health, but even as your soul prospers. Now this is the trouble. The trouble is not wealth. The trouble is that as money grows, your soul is growing, and Satan says, no way, this bargain cannot work. Psalm 112 says, blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commands. He said, his seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. He says, wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endures forever.